Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. This time I'm going to talk about Bundesliga Matchday 19 and the games that were played, and I'm gonna review them one by one as usual. So first game, Augsburg and Leverkusen played against each other. Berisha was the only goal scorer there. He has scored in a couple of recent games actually. And Leverkusen has now lost 2 games in a row. It's not been a great season for them. I believe they're 9th or 10th right now, so yeah, it's not been a great experience for Leverkusen this season. Then Union Berlin and Mainz played against each other. Union Berlin won that game 2-1. Behrens and Sivachev scored goals for Union Berlin, and for Mainz, Ingvartsen scored from the penalty spot. So this means that Union Berlin has won 4 games in a row. They're still second in the league though, because of what happened late in the match day. But yeah, and then there is Köln-Leipzig game, which ended up being 0-0. Köln has 3 draws in a row and 2 0-0 draws in a row. I believe the other one was against Schalke, or who else was it against? One of them I think was against Bayern, but yeah. So it's not ideal, but at least they're points. And for Leipzig, well, they got shut out for the first game, I believe, since October, maybe even since September. But yeah, it's been a long time since Leipzig got shut out, at least in an official game in Bundesliga or other competitions. Then there was goals in this match. The next match, Dortmund-Freiburg, which I believe I said in my preview that might be the game of the match day 19. It kind of turned out to be that way. Freiburg's only goal scorer was Höhler, whereas for Dortmund there were 5 different goal scorers: Nico Schlotterbeck, Karim Adiemi, Sebastian Aller, Julian Brandt and Giovanni Reina. So yeah, it ended up being trashing. It was mostly due to red card that was given early, but for Freiburg. But yeah, I thought even before that Dortmund played well. So and it's 4 wins in a row for Dortmund. So they, as well as Union Berlin, have got 4 wins in a row, and they're doing quite well, which is important because Bayern is doing as well recently. So yeah, then the next game, Frankfurt-Hertha Berlin. Frankfurt won that 3-0 quite comfortably. Actually, there should be ×2 mark, but Colomouani, the French forward, scored 2 goals, and Aurelio Buta, Portuguese player, scored the other goal in the added time. So yeah, that ended up being 3-0, and thanks to this win, Frankfurt is now in the 5th place. I believe they moved past Freiburg, if I'm not wrong. But they're now in the Europe League spot, so that's great. Hertha has lost 4 wins in a row, and they are 17th, if I'm not wrong. But anyways, they are in danger of falling into 2nd division. Then Bochum-Hoffenheim. This has the most goals in this match day 19. There were quite many goals. For Hoffenheim, their 2 goals were from Baumgartner and Munas Dabbur, the Israeli player, and for Bochum, Hoffmann, Förster, Asano, Masovic, as well as Brosinski scored goals. So that was quite a bounce back for Bochum, who has lost 2 games before that, and they lost against Mainz 5-2. So that's quite a bounce back for them. And for Hoffenheim, well, it's not been a great season. They've lost 4 out of last 5 games. So yeah, it could be better for them. But yeah, it could be worse as well when you see some teams in the Bundesliga. But yeah, then Mönchengladbach Schalke was the other 0-0 game with Köln Leipzig. Yeah, Mönchengladbach, I feel like they're up and down team. Like they win some games, lose one games. But yeah, if they don't get better, they might not get to European places this year. And for Schalke, well, at least they've got 2 draws in a row, so they have 11 points, but they're still last in the league, so they'd have to get better to get out of there. But yeah, Stuttgart and Werder Bremen played against each other. Werder Bremen won 2-0 away from home. Stage, or how do you pronounce his name, and Dusch scored the 2 goals for Werder Bremen. Stuttgart, I don't think they have won game after the World Cup was played, so that's not very good. And yeah, so but Werder Bremen has 2 wins in a row, so yeah, they have a good form recently. And the last game in this match day 19, Wolfsburg and Bayern Munich played against each other. Bayern won 4-2 away from home. For Wolfsburg, Kaminski and Svanberg were the goal scorers. For Bayern, Koeman scored 2 goals, especially the later goal for Koeman was a great one. At least that's what I thought. And then Thomas Müller scored, and Jamal Musiala, who I thought that was one of the probably goals of the season for him. He just dribbled past everyone, but yeah, so the young German having a great game there. So yeah, Bayern still leads the league after these match day 19 results. I believe it's 1 point difference to Union Berlin and 3 point difference to Dortmund. And yeah, it's Bayern still have unbeaten streak going. So yeah, they're as strong as always. But let me know your thoughts about this match day 19 in Bundesliga in the comments down below, and hit the like and subscribe if you would like to see more of football or Bundesliga content, and have a nice day.